Hi, everyone. Welcome to this WBZ web update. I'm Ken McLeod, and here are some of the stories making news right now. Salem is hopping today on the final weekend before Halloween. The Witch City has seen record crowds all this month, building each weekend ahead of the main event. Several roads are closed to vehicles until midnight, including Front, Central, and Charter Streets. Road closures begin at 6 a.m. tomorrow and Monday. Parking is also not allowed on those streets, so you should plan on using public transit when you visit. First Lady Jill Biden is in New Hampshire today, campaigning with Democratic Senator Maggie Hassan. Their first stop was in Manchester, and then it was on to Portsmouth. During her visit, Mrs. Biden offered her sympathies to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, whose husband was attacked in their San Francisco home early Friday morning. The First Lady also urged voters to support Hassan and other Democrats running for office in these midterms. Early voting is underway in Massachusetts. In fact, Fenway Park opened up as an early voting option for Boston residents, but you can only vote there this weekend between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Voting is taking place on the third base concourse and is available to voters in all Boston precincts. If you live outside Boston, all communities in the state are offering some form of early voting. Today is also the last day for Massachusetts residents to register to vote on November 8th. The D branch of the Green Line is up and running again, 2 days ahead of schedule. The T replaced more than 6,000 feet of track on the D branch and updated a half dozen pedestrian crossings. Buses replaced trains on the entire D branch from Riverside to Kenmore beginning on September 24th. The T had planned to reopen on Monday, but finished the work early. Well, how about another spectacular fall weekend? We're in the midst of one, and meteorologist Jacob Wyckoff has some improving news about Halloween.
Yeah, so I like being the bearer of good news, and that's what I have for you as we look towards Halloween. We'll get to that in just a second, but highs today, we're in the upper 50s and low 60s in many spots, 54 for the official high at Logan Airport, but we saw temperatures that were nice and comfortable for much of the area. Tonight, we're back to a frosty start, mid-30s for our overnight lows, especially inland, and we do have a freeze warning out for the Boston area as you go up towards Cape Ann, for the South Shore through Bristol and Plymouth County, and a frost advisory. So basically, pretty much all of southern New England has now seen the end of their growing season as we go into tomorrow afternoon. We're back into the middle 60s, frosty start, but we're back to mostly sunny skies, and that means we'll be seasonably mild for the day tomorrow. And looking at Halloween, we are looking good. In fact, we're seeing improving conditions when it comes to rain. I've removed them from our trick-or-treating forecast. 65 for an afternoon high, and even as the kids start trick-or-treating, it's going to be mild. The showers arrive overnight, so if you do have plans that are after about 9 o'clock in the evening, you might have to dodge a couple of raindrops here or there, but most of us will remain completely dry. High pressure in place tomorrow. There's the clouds that start to build for your Monday. Monday will be partly cloudy, and then we start to see those rain drops arriving as you get towards later in Monday evening and through the morning on Tuesday. So your 7-day forecast shows a very mild stretch. I mean, more indicative of early October than early November, with a lot of 60s on the board. In fact, next weekend, already looking ahead to that, another stunner of a fall weekend. There's your 7-day forecast, Ken.
You just made a ton of trick-or-treaters and their parents very happy.
I'm very happy to do so.
All right, Jake, thanks. That is a check on your top stories from CBSBoston.com. Hope you have a great night. We'll see you next time.